Hello everyone, my name is Salha Imran and today I'm going to be showing you guys how you can reverse an array using a recursion. In order to understand this problem or solution that I'm going to be showing you guys, you need to understand a bit of recursion, like what is a base case, what a recursive call is. In a simple way, a recursive function is a function that calls itself. That's it. Okay. So let's suppose that we are given this array known as nums that contains 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and we need to write this function reverse array. Right now, what it does, it takes a single argument known as nums, and it just return that particular argument, which is nums, right? And I'm calling this particular reverse array right here, passing the original nums, which is right here, to it, and it's gonna give us a result. And I'm just console.logging the result, which is pretty cool. Let me just run this code. I'm using node to run this JS file. Right now it just returns us 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. Now what I'm gonna do is that, let's suppose that you are given this array 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let's suppose we have 1. Okay, ignore this one right here, which is right here, and then call this reverse array function with this argument 2, 3, 4, and 5. What it's gonna do, obviously it's gonna return us 5, 4, 3, and 2, right? Let's suppose that it's gonna return us let's say 5, 4, 3, and 2, right? So what do we need to do in order to reverse the whole array? What are we gonna do? We're just gonna append 1 at the end, right? Then it's gonna get reversed. Similarly, let's suppose that we have 2 and we call this reverse array function with this input 3, 4, and 5. Obviously, it's gonna return us 5, 4, and 3, right? What do we need to do in order to reverse it? Just put 2 at the end. That's what logic that I'm using in order to solve this problem using a recursion. So the first thing is that we need to call this array, right? So let me just do that. So I just call this array, and I'm gonna be passing what on each function call. Actually, I'm gonna be removing the first element. Okay, in order to do that, I'm gonna do nums dot slice and pass 1 to it. Okay, so let me just run this code. Actually, it says that maximum call stack size has been exceeded. Why is that? Can you understand why is that? Because initially I called this function with this input 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. After that, I remove the first element and call the reverse array function again using this input 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then similarly after that 3, 4, and 5, and then 4, 5, and then 5, and then it just keep on going. That's what the problem is. The maximum call stack size has been exceeded because there is no base case. So now the next thing that we need to do, we need to write our base case. So for example, we can say that if nums dot length is less than equals to 1, this is our base case. We're gonna return nums. Okay, we're gonna return nums. That's it. Now let me just write a return statement and show you that the output will gonna be 5. As you can see, the output is 5. Because when we keep on removing the first element and calling this function reverse array, each function call, the array input size gets smaller by 1. First of all, it's going to get called with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, and then after that, when it gets called with an input of an array 5, that's gonna be your this condition will gonna get true, and we're gonna just return nums, which is gonna be an array of 5. That's what the output that we're getting right here. Let me just again show you guys, as you can see. But now what do we need to do in order to reverse the whole array? Let's suppose that we know that this particular function will always gonna return us the reversed array, right? So let me just store that in a variable known as a reversed. Now the next thing is that we need to take this variable, which is an array, which is always going to be an array, and we need to append it. We need to append in it the first element of this array nums. In order to do that, we're going to do this. Then after that, we're just going to return reversed like this. And I think that'll do it, and that will solve your problem, which is to reverse an array using recursion.